Hey guys, back again in the same day. Welcome to the Bird's Nest. Please like, comment, and subscribe for my football takes throughout the season. Um, Auntie Bird is sad and worried. Because as you may know by now, Shedeur was injured in the joint practice today, apparently during one-on-ones, and he has an injured oblique. Um, and we're just waiting. He has to be evaluated. So we won't know how long he's going to be out until the team announces it. Uh, I guess we'll definitely know something by tomorrow. If he doesn't practice tomorrow, then I guess they'll give an update. I'm praying that it's minor, um, and that they just sat him out of practice to be cautious. So, but in addition to that, so I'm worried about that already. I wasn't worried at first, but then I saw someone say that this is an injury that baseball players get and can be a lingering injury, just like the hamstring with Kenny Pickett. You know, Dylan's apparently was more minor, but apparently Kenny's must be worse because he's been out, I think, 3 weeks now. And we also have Luke, Luke Floria, who went out with the hamstring when he caught that beautiful one-hand catch from Shedeur in last week's preseason game. And he's going to be out, they say, 2 or 3 weeks. So I don't know the extent of this injury for Shedeur, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed that he'll be in practice tomorrow fully. 11 on 11, 7 on 7s, all that stuff. Because it's important. And I got to tell you guys also, now this is going to take you off track, or take me off track. The QB tracker came out today. And I told you guys, you stats don't tell you anything. They are so flat. It's just nothing. So everybody's been making fun of Dylan because his stats didn't look good today, and neither did Flacco's. But then, when I heard from someone who was actually at the practice, the problem was that for some reason, the pass catchers were dropping balls left and right today. So it wasn't Dylan or Flacco's doing, or I don't know how much of it was their doing, but a lot of it was related to people dropping catches. I saw that in 2 places now. People who were there said that. So, and they said the defense looked pretty good. So, I wonder if the pass catchers are going through what I'm going through. Because of what happened to Shedeur in the draft, personally, I have a hard time trusting the NFL. Like, I just don't know what they're capable of doing. I don't know what they're capable of doing to Shedeur. I don't know how long the punishment goes on. But what Shedeur has to deal with, so he already slid in the draft, ruined his draft experience after all the work he put in for 4 years and earned to be taken in the third, as in the first 5 picks. They dropped him down very far, drastically reducing his salary. He's making 10 times less than he should be making. That has to hurt. That has to hurt. Doesn't matter how rich you are. That hurts because you're making less than you were supposed to make. Your experience was ruined. You were humiliated at your draft party that you were allowed to have and have legendary all over the wall. Whatever you want, you're allowed to do that, Shedeur, regardless of what these people say. We have to fight for our right to be ourselves. We can't let people beat us down and say what you are is wrong. You're not committing any crimes. You aren't hurting anybody. So I am so glad that he stands on business as it relates to him being who he is, just like his father. I don't remember Dion taking all this heat for being flamboyant, and he's way more flamboyant, or he was way more flamboyant than Shedeur. Oh, that's right. They say because he was a better athlete, I guess it was okay for him. I don't know. Anyway, but what made me sad is that Shedeur talked to Jalen for an extended period of time after practice today. And while Jalen didn't reveal what was said, he did kind of give me the impression that Shedeur needed encouragement from him. And so that told me that despite the brave face that Shedeur puts on, he's hurt. He's probably stressed. And then you talk to your dad, and Dion just expects those guys to be great. I don't know. I don't know the nature of their relationship. I don't know if Shedeur can go to Dion and just say, Dad, what's happening? I just don't know if I can take this much longer. I don't know what Dion would say. You know, would Dion say, toughen up, you're a Sanders? Or would he give Shedeur a shoulder to cry on? I don't know. But it seemed like he needed a shoulder. He went to Jalen, and I'm so happy that Jalen was there for him. And I hope more quarterbacks will reach out to him. You know, Russell Wilson, when he played with Justin Fields last year, he said he already knew Justin. He said that he reaches out to young black quarterbacks to mentor them. So he already knew him. So I'm praying that he's reached out to Shedeur. I hope they all reach out to Shedeur, and it doesn't just have to be the black ones. All of them. Please embrace Shedeur because he's really going through it in the NFL. The truth is just the truth. He was higher ranked than Dylan, and he's better than Dylan. And he has to watch Dylan be handed opportunities one after the next, like he's a first-round pick. Those are the opportunities that Dylan's getting, like first-round pick opportunities, handed to him on a silver platter. No matter how badly he performs, he keeps getting them, and Shedeur got to work to get less. And I know he says, I don't think about it. I can just have to deal with what I can control. But it has to be wearing on him. For him to stand out there all that time with Jalen. I'm so sad. Like, I wish Jalen would have revealed even less of that conversation. Like, I don't even want to know that Shedeur is... that the weight of what the league and the Browns are doing is weighing on him. So that's where we are. I just wanted to come check in. You know, our nephew is injured, and hopefully it's minor. And hopefully he'll get to play because I know that'll give him some happiness. But if not, Dylan will get to play and we'll get to see what he's made of. And hopefully the receivers, the tight ends, the running backs will get it together for the game. Who knows? Maybe they were sad Shedeur wasn't there too. So, that's that. I love you guys. Have a good rest of your day. Mwah.